In today's video, we'll be breaking down why everyone is mad at Oda, why they shouldn't be, and Luffy's new and perhaps final bounty that will shock you, so make sure to stay tuned for this one. Chill the parking within and smash that like button if you enjoy seeing One Piece videos and updates like this one on the channel and want to keep them coming. Make this the video you join the Nakama if you haven't already by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future One Piece videos and updates. Now, you guys know that I love to cover One Piece on this channel because it's such an amazing anime adventure with, let's be real, amazing waifus. And on that note, a huge thank you to Ash Echoes Global for sponsoring this video. Ash Echoes Global is also an amazing anime-inspired adventure with amazing waifus. And it offers a one-of-a-kind game experience through its unique real-time tactics game that fuses tower defense, grid-based strategy, elemental reactions, and stunning character designs. The game just launched globally, so this is literally the best time to start and get a leg up on the competition. As a PC gamer, I love that it's perfectly optimized for the PC, and as a busy guy, I also love that it's easy to play. I can activate auto battle so I don't have to grind for hours on end, but I can still manually intervene even while auto battle is on, so I still feel like I'm the one calling the shots. You'll love the beautifully written game plot and the gorgeous anime-inspired character designs. I know what you're thinking, and yes, we do have waifus. Lots of top tier waifus. Try it out for free, just click the link in the description, and if you download the game right now, you will receive 200 free pulls. There are more amazing promotional offers happening now, but they will expire soon, so don't miss out. Download Ash Echoes Global right now, link in the description. And now, without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. So if you didn't know, there's a release schedule for One Piece chapters, so you can actually foresee when breaks are going to happen well in advance. Most people usually wait to hear from the current week's chapter if the next week will be on a break or not, but like I said, you could check the 2024 schedule and pretty much know ahead of time. However, that's changed. Even the schedule is not 100% anymore, and despite the fact that we were supposed to be getting a chapter this week and the next, we received news that there will be a sudden break, and as of now, we got news that we won't get another chapter until the 1st of December. Some fans aren't happy since Oda already has more breaks built into his schedule than other mangakas, so additional let alone sudden breaks are not welcome news to many people. Also, the fact that we've had breaks in the past and could keep getting them so that Oda could help with the One Piece live action is another thing some people aren't happy about. Whether you like Netflix's One Piece live action or not, few if any would say it's better than the manga, so missing out on manga for the live action, which some manga fans may not even care about, is not considered an equivalent exchange, to use a Full Metal Alchemist term. But let's try to keep things in perspective. First off, whether we like it or not, money talks, and Oda's One Piece manga is by far the best-selling manga of all time, and it's not even close to over yet. Keep in mind that it will be getting sales well after it finishes too, just improving on its insane lead. For instance, One Piece is at 516.6 million volumes sold and growing fast, while to put things in perspective, the beyond iconic Dragon Ball, which had more years to grow since it was first released 13 years before One Piece, is about half that at 260 million volumes sold. So Oda can understandably make more requests than your average mangaka since he's been such a cash cow for the magazine. Beyond that, Oda hasn't been a slacker either. He's been working on One Piece since at least 1997, so that's approaching 28 years now. It's very rare for a mangaka, any mangaka, to be going on for that long, and a break is better than him burning out and rushing the ending, so that he can finally get his much-deserved break. Plus, Oda is not as young as he used to be. He's almost 50 years old, so that can come with its own problems and challenges. Then you need to understand that other things can pop up, God forbid, like health problems or family emergencies, so considering what Oda has done for us and for One Piece all these years, I think we all need to be understanding, and if he needs a break, we need to be cool with that as much as we want to find out what happens next as soon as possible. Combine all that with the fact that this delay announcement was way more sudden than usual, it means we should be even more understanding and patient, since it could be a sign of overwork or even illness, as some have speculated. If we get confirmation on the specific reason for this break after the publication of this video, you'll probably be able to find it in the comment section of this video, but either way, there is no cause to be upset with Oda, who has already given so much to One Piece and to us. But that brings us to another topic I've been wanting to discuss lately, and this unexpected break is a good time to do it. We've been getting more and more bounties revealed lately, including updated ones for Dory and Bragi, 1.8 billion berries each, and even more recently we got Loki's special bounty of 2.6 3.6 billion berries. So I think it's time for us to update Luffy's bounty as well, since as I felt even at the time, it was criminally underrated. So Luffy's last revealed bounty was 3 billion berries, and that was after he defeated Kaido, who had a bounty of 4.6111 billion berries. Believe it or not, they gave Luffy the same bounty that they gave Law and Kid, both of whom have been defeated by other Yonko in the meantime. Kid got wrecked by Shanks, and Law got defeated by Blackbeard too. What did Luffy do while these quote-unquote bounty equals were getting wrecked? Well, he became Planet Destroyer Luffy by defeating 2 Gorosei members. That's in addition to quote-unquote attacking Egghead, beating Awakened Lucci, outclassing Admiral Kizaru, taking one of the Vegapunks along with him, and more. So while his so-called bounty equals lost to Yonkos, Luffy, a Yonko himself, unlike his bounty equals, not only quarreled with the world government, but came out the clear winner of the exchange, having defeated 2 of their highest ranked members, namely Mars and now former Elder Saturn. So in all honesty, I truly feel like Luffy's bounty should have surpassed Kaido's after he defeated Kaido. That is what used to happen in the past, when you think about how he beat Arlong at 20 million berries and got a bounty of 30 million berries afterwards for himself. And then when he beat Crocodile at 81 million and got a bounty of 100 million after that for himself. He got a 50% increase of Arlong's bounty and then about a 25% increase of Crocodile's bounty. And yet when he beat Kaido, he received more than 33% less than Kaido's bounty. And that's not even counting his unique danger to the world government as the new era Sun God and Joy Boy, who is their destined enemy and whose very being has the power to motivate the oppressed to rise up as the myth of the Sun God has done in the past. If the bounty system was fair, Luffy should have gotten a bounty above Kaido's. And even if we went on the conservative increase side and had a 25% increase on top of the opponent's bounty, like with Crocodile, that would put Luffy at above 5.75 billion berries. That would place him above Roger's 5.5648 billion berries, and understandably so, since Roger, as we know now, was too early and wasn't such an existential threat to the world government. In fact, we're even told he helped Celestial Dragons against Rock's D Zebek in the past at God Valley. But keep in mind, that's all pre-Egghead. Everything I just mentioned is pre-Egghead. Now, given all of Luffy's new feats, his direct opposition to the world government, his quote-unquote kidnapping of a Vegapunk, namely Lilith, and his destroying of 2 planets, aka Elders, a bounty below 6 billion would be a joke. Keep in mind, Robin said in Black and White recently what I expected, which is that inflation is also a thing in One Piece. Thus, it's not surprising, she said, that Dory and Broggy went from 100 million to 1.8 billion each. So even though one could make the very solid argument that Luffy is more of a threat to the world government than Roger was, so he should have a greater bounty even in equal money terms, the fact is some inflation has taken place since Roger's time, no doubt. Hence, even if Luffy were to surpass Roger's figure, that's not even as big of a deal because of the inflation. So there's no reason whatsoever for Luffy to not be the first person we know of to break into the 6 billion berry bounty level. Now, all of that being said, and me believing that all of that is completely true, there is still the very real possibility that we may never get another bounty, or in other words, a fair bounty for Luffy, because it is clear that the world government has been trying to hide him and his potential. Ironically, by increasing his bounty, they're kind of hurting themselves. The higher his bounty is, the more of a threat the world government is making him out to be, and thus the less stable their control over the world looks. They were upset that his Gear 5 picture was released, and like I pointed out, they gave him the ridiculously underrated 3 billion berry bounty, one that put him unfairly on the level of Law and Kid, who had to team up to beat a weaker Yonko and then lost to the other 2 Yonko when they faced them alone. And in Kid's case, it must be said, lost is an understatement. But even if it may not be wise for the world government to bring more attention to Luffy, I hope we do get another bounty, because at the end of the day, this is a battle shonen and part of its charm is the unapologetic hype of certain iconic moments. And a new bounty that surpasses that of Pirate King Gold D. Roger would be a huge missed opportunity for that kind of hype. Not to mention the fact that the world government has never seemed less stable than it does now, and so it perhaps wouldn't be surprising if a newfound desperation led them to giving Luffy a new world-shattering bounty, the one he deserves. But that is it for this one. Let me know your thoughts on Luffy's current bounty and what it should be in your opinion, and whether or not you think the world government would actually give him a fair one day. Thanks again to Ash Echoes Global for sponsoring this video. You can download the game right now, link in the description. If you enjoyed this video and Luffy specifically becoming a planet destroyer by dunking on the elders, then you won't want to miss this video, link on screen now, of the newest and strongest elder explained. Not to mention he's Shanks' dad too, so a lot to unpack there. Link on screen right now. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.